I think it is very dramatic evidence that the pandemic is making a very bad situation worse. So where were popular minority communities before the pandemic hit? What national data tells us that Black households earn 59 cents for every dollar of income white households earned. And that's where Native American households were as well. And Latino households earn 73 cents of income for every dollar of income that white households earn. And as bad as those income gaps are, they dramatically understate racial differences in economic circumstances because income captures the flow of resources into the household. It doesn't tell us about what are the economic reserves. And the latest data from the Federal Reserve Board, again, before the pandemic hit, was that for every dollar of wealth white households have, Black households have 10 pennies and Latino households have 12 pennies. When you have no wealth, you are one paycheck away from being homeless. You are one paycheck away from not being able to feed your children. And that was where these communities were. And then the pandemic is not just a health crisis, it worsens the economic crisis because we're talking about illness and death in those communities. We're talking about the loss of life to the breadwinners, people who were bringing income into the households. And the important point that viewers need to keep in mind, these racial ethnic differences are not acts of God. They're not random events. It didn't just happen. They reflect the successful implementation of social policy. They illustrate one of the most powerful mechanisms of racism that no one sees, and that's residential segregation that determines where people live and the opportunities that they have linked to place.